Hey guys, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and we're looking at a Toyota Hilux Surf. This one with a 2.7 liter gasoline engine, 4-wheel drive, automatic transmission, and with relatively low mileage at 103,000 kilometers. Overall, quite good condition, nice low mileage. Yes, you can still get these low mileage ones from Japan. You'll end up paying a little bit extra because of the mileage, but if that's what you want, that's what you can get. And this one is quite nice. There you can see a 103,837 at the time of shooting this. I'll just switch the engine off for the rest of the report. And we'll take a look at the condition of it compared to the auction inspection sheet. Now the car is fully original. There's no lift on it, no aftermarket parts. The 2.7 liter engine is known to be very reliable. It's a T series engine? No, an R series engine? RZ. This is a 3RZ engine, 2.7 liter, ubiquitous engine in a lot of vehicles that Toyota makes. That would be the, what is it? Is it in the Tacoma? I think it is. I actually don't know. My apologies. Comes in this silver and burgundy two-tone. I know here in Japan it comes in a lot of things, such as the Hi-Ace vans, Hi-Ace trucks, which are known to be very good high mileage vehicles. Coolant and oil both look okay, by the way. Let's close this hood. And before reviewing the car, I'm just going to read over the auction sheet. So this is all the information given to you by the auction at the time of purchasing, plus a few photos. So a 1997 Hilux Surf SSR-X version 2.7 liter. It's an RZN185. This is an auction grade RA because it's been in a mild accident. More on that in a second. Interior C, 103,756 kilometers. Sunroof, power steering, power windows, alloy wheels, and airbag. Sales points are sunroof, 4-wheel drive, back spoiler, and aftermarket navi. Something fun about the spoiler, I'm going to show you right away. Only in Japan kind of thing, or at least not in North America. You get an under mirror here that comes out of the spoiler. It's electronic. A section of the spoiler actually dips down, and there's a mirror in here. Just like many of the Japanese vans. Do we have any right now? We don't. But a lot of the Japanese vans / trucks have a mirror on the back that's attached to the car, and it's a dangly mirror, but this one is integrated right in the spoiler and allows you to see how far your back is before it hits that wall or that Hi-Ace or whatever it is it's going to hit. It's actually really, really functional. We use them all the time. You're just sitting in the car, you look through your rear view mirror into this mirror, and then shoots right down, and it shows you exactly how far you are away. It is genius. And the fact that it comes out of your spoiler is great. Power rear under mirror. Okay, I'll put that back up. I left it down on purpose. Okay, and then aftermarket navi. The report section here says front accident has been repaired, including the left front inner panel is dented. Now when the left front inner panel dents, you're usually going to feel a gap between the hood and the fender. This is very, very mild. The worst of it is right here. You can actually see how far off it is. It's about 1 millimeter off at the front. And so this, especially on a body-on-frame vehicle like this, doesn't bother me very much at all. Okay, what else do we have? Steering wheel wear, headliner dirty, seat saggy and wear. Interior has a cigarette burn. It's actually on the seat. And the seats on this are nice. I don't think I've seen the dark interior. I think it was a pretty rare option. Usually there's a light gray interior. This is a dark gray interior on this one. And then over fenders scratched and paint peeling. Paint peeling on the door handle. And various scratches and dents. Also W3 on this door and on the roof. W3 is a poor quality repaint. So I'll show you this door now. And in my opinion, it's not nearly as bad as a W3 typically is. And it can't focus because it's trying to decide what to focus on, but I'm not seeing any paint drips. I'm not seeing any bubbly paint. It actually looks pretty good. The roof, yeah, it's dirty, but it doesn't look that bad either. You can see a little bit of kind of like marks from it used to having a roof rack on here. And even though it has provisions for a roof rack from the factory, if you put heavy stuff on top of it, it still dents a little bit, and that's what we have here. So used to have a roof carrier or a roof rack on it. Still, not so bad. I'm 5'10", and that's how much of the roof that I can see from my height. So you don't really get to see much of the roof. It's not that bad that it has some dents in it. Okay, some shallow scratches over here, A2 over here, A2 in a couple of places. It does have some mild scratches. Almost all of it you'd be able to buff out, except for a few of the scratches from here to here. Some of those you might not be able to polish out, some of them you will. And so that is one of the defects of the body. Okay, so that's everything on the auction report. So let's do it once around so that you can see it from all different angles. You'll see it has the optional front bush bar, mostly just for looks, really. I don't really see any need to be going around hitting that on purpose to make sure that it works. And it doesn't really cover that much of the front end, not including the headlights. There are bigger versions of that you can get, but basically it's just to make the car look cool and tough. And accessories are fun, you know? Get your car to look a little bit extra cool. Something like that is only available in Japan, possibly, and it'll make your Hilux Surf / 4Runner look that much cooler. I actually knew somebody who had a 4Runner exactly like this when I used to work selling cell phones in Canada 20 years ago. And I remember he sold it for $12,000 back then. If he hadn't sold it, it would probably be worth more than that now. And it was the same color too. Not with the dark interior, not right-hand drive, not actually a Hilux Surf. Okay, so we've gone around it. Let's take a look at some of the details. The front area has a little bit of fade on the sticker. Not really a big issue. Got a little bit of fade on the front grille. It is 25 years old. Okay. This mirror here is kind of excellent. It has a mirror and another mirror. So the idea of this is when you're sitting over there, you can look at this mirror to see how far things are from this side. It's a kind of a small mirror, so it's really difficult to utilize it very well. This mirror over here gives you the same thing for the front bumper, but it works better when you don't have this bush bar on the front. It's easier to see your angle against a flat bumper than it is for the extended piece. So it's semi-useful. It's cool that it has it because North America doesn't really have those mirrors, and maybe will be useful in some circumstances for off-roading. Going down the side, here we see the peeling paint on the over fender. It's basically on all over fenders. You got a minor scratch up here. And I got another video that comes along with this. It goes into more detail of some of these areas of damage. So I'm just going to not focus on them too much. This gasket has a little bit of discoloration in it. Okay, swing out rear tire. I'll show you that right away. This being a 185 series, that's the third generation of the Hilux Surf. And this window, just like the earlier models, still goes down. So you can lower that if you want. Don't drive around with the window open unless your other windows are open too, because you end up getting exhaust fumes inside the car because of the way the wind comes around the car and then goes in. It's kind of weird, but it does. Still has the Japanese license plate on it. And let's just open this up real quick. Okay, the interior here has more scratches than you would expect. These side panels are pretty prone to being scratched, but it looks like they carried around a dog that was into scratching the sides or something else, but it is way more than you would expect. Maybe it was an aardvark. There's also some up here. Okay, or capybara. Has the kind of a tonneau cover type thing, but it's installed upside down, and so because of that I can't actually pull the tonneau piece out, but you can flip it around in the proper way so that you can take that out and use it if you want. Close this up for now. These are prone to rusting, and this one doesn't have any rust, so that's a nice little positive. You get some more peeling paint just on the top of this. Scratch here, missing the limited badge, and the surf badge up here is peeling off. Whether it be a Hi-Ace or Hilux, you get the same kind of issue with the peeling badges. That's looking good. This over fender, no peeling paint. The hood, looking pretty good. A little bit of peeling paint on the top of the mirror here. Let me show you the interior. Yeah, I do like these black seats a lot. You can also get the Hilux with original Recaro seats, which are pretty cool that it comes with original Recaros. I don't think that they're the most comfortable seats in the world, so I'm not sure if I would really want them. These ones are pretty good, but they're prone to sagging. Rear seats, no issue at all. Carpets, looking good. You get a cup holder here. Two cup holders. Oh, that's weird. How is that supposed to work? There we go. Oh, you can adjust them for different sizes of drinks. That's what it is. Kind of a weird setup, Toyota. I don't know if I like that much. And then, ew, found some cigarettes. Typical Japanese car has been smoked in. You can't smell it in this car though, so that's good. But if you buy anything like a Delica or a Hilux Surf or many of these other kind of tough man style vehicles, you're going to get a lot of vehicles that have been smoked in. There's more of that dark interior trim, quite like that. Here are the seats. And yeah, it's contrasty weather today. I like it when it's cloudy because you don't get those sun lines. Here you can see some seat sag. And for some reason it ends up sagging in a cross hatch pattern there. Some of the foam underneath is missing. And then there's a little bit of plastic damage in here. Okay, the cigarette burn is on this seat. It is small, so there it is. Doesn't stand out an awful lot. You can pinch sew that back up if you want. It's not like it's going to spread. It's melted like polyester or nylon or whatever this is made out of. And so, yeah, it'll be fine. A little bit of wear of the paint here and here. Kind of a common thing as people get out. They'll brush their pants or their feet along that time after time. Floor mats are fairly good with a little bit of wear where it says Toyota. Okay, you can get these in a manual transmission if you want, but they tend to be pretty rare. As new cars, most people wanted automatics. As used cars, most people, or more people, want manuals. And so it leaves a little bit of a dry area for manuals, hence the reason why manuals fall in price slower. Okay, four-wheel drive. These switches tend to fail sometimes. This one seems to be fine. Has a cool carbon fiber looking set. I'm not sure if that's aftermarket or if that's original. I wouldn't be surprised either way. That's too bright. Okay, 2 cup holders in here, so it's a total of 4 cup holders in it. None of them are very robust looking cup holders though. So it needs a proper cleaning, but it is a good solid looking vehicle. Without any mechanical issues. All the power windows work, the brakes feel good, power steering is good, AC works, back window, sunroof both work. The sunroof had a little bit of, earlier the rubber was sticking out a little bit, but when I opened the sunroof and closed it, then it sealed it up properly again. Okay, we're done with this one. So, Hilux Surf, everybody's favorite Toyota midsize SUV. Very cool vehicle. I would love one myself. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and have a nice day.